With the Super Mario Bros. Movie recently being released on digital and on-demand platforms, Mario Mania is still going strong. Hard to believe a franchise that's been around longer than I've been alive just keeps growing and evolving to bigger and better heights to the likes of a successful movie franchise and a small pocket theme park within Universal Hollywood. It seems these days Mr. Mario can do no wrong. Of course, success on a degree of this magnitude doesn't come with its share of mistakes and failures along the way. And even our favorite mustache Italian plumber has had a few bad apples. Today at Mag Your Arcade, we're here to talk about some of the worst Mario games ever. Number 1. Mario Bros. For the Atari 2600. Now, don't get me wrong, the original Vs. Mario Bros. Is a great game, and even though it may not have been quite as successful as its super follow-up, it did well enough at the arcades to garner more attention to a still up-and-coming Nintendo. However, its Atari port was just flat-out terrible looking, and played more like a Tiger LCD electronic game, with the characters on screen resembling nothing like their arcade counterparts. Number 2. Super Mario Bros. 2, the original Japanese version. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mario 2? We all played the crap out of that back in the day and had a blast with it. How does one of the most critically acclaimed and best-selling titles on the NES appear on this list? Well, that's because it wasn't originally supposed to be a Mario game. The actual Super Mario Bros. 2 never made it outside Japan for a while due to its extreme difficulty and mixed critical reception, for feeling like DLC of the first game. So, a brief history lesson for all you noobs. Nintendo used a game called Doki Doki Panic, exclusive to Japan, and simply put Mario sprites in it, and marketed it as Mario 2 in the US. Well, the original Mario 2 wouldn't debut stateside until a 16-bit remake entitled Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. And as a result, Shy Guy would go on to be one of the coolest Mario characters of all time. Number 3. Mario is Missing. Oh boy, the dreaded educational series. Mario and educational games mix just about as well as bacon and marshmallow fluff. They sound great on paper, but the end result is less than satisfying. Mario is Missing, the first in the Mario Discovery series, plays out like a poor man's version of Carmen Sandiego. And if you were young like I was when I rented this, unless you had a teacher or a grown-up to help you navigate it, you were gonna have a bad time. Number 4. Mario's Time Machine. Another entry in the Mario Discovery series, where Mario is Missing's whole gimmick was making geography quote-unquote fun. This one focuses on world history. The plot here is you have to rescue Yoshi and retrieve stolen historical artifacts. Sound familiar? And there's also water skiing. Number 5. Mario Teaches Typing. There was always plenty of great typing tutor software even back in the day. However, this was not one of them. Rather than help improve your typing skills, the limited number of modules play out like levels of a Mario game, only you're typing random sentences to control him, and the levels just go on and on and on.
Yeah, go on and on and on and on.
Until you finally get graded on your performance and think, what the hell was the point of all this? Number 6. Hotel Mario. Everybody knows about the god-awful Zelda CDI games, and sadly, Mario starred in one too. Other than spawning a few memes, Nintendo and fans alike choose to forget this abomination ever existed. The story here is, for whatever reason, all of Bowser's kids have entered the hotel business, and of course captured the princess. So, Mario naturally comes to the rescue, only this time, gameplay consists of just opening and closing doors. That's literally the whole fucking game. Number 7. Mario Tennis for the Virtual Boy. The Virtual Boy itself just might be Nintendo's biggest failure ever, and Mario Tennis was no exception. Advertised as a virtual 3D tennis experience, it was more like playing a tennis game on the NES, wearing a pair of weighted infrared goggles that caused you to look down and ultimately leave you with chronic neck pain. The whole experience is forgettable and nauseating. Number 8. Dr. Mario 64. The original Dr. Mario is a classic. This, however, was not. Other than offering new modes of play, including 4-player split screen, it's still more or less the same here with the good doctor. The equivalent of this is basically a remake of a classic TV show that was already great to begin with, and then asking yourself, what was the point? Number 9. Mario Pinball Land. It's not uncommon for any and every game franchise to have a pinball spin-off game. Sonic the Hedgehog is fast, it can roll into a ball. Kirby is round and extremely durable when thrown against surfaces. However, Mario doesn't do any of those things. While the graphics are great for a Game Boy Advance title, the playfields have little to no action on them, causing you to get stuck and ultimately reset your game constantly. Number 10. Mario Party 10. It's hard to imagine Nintendo could actually drop the ball with a game in a series like Mario Party. Its 10th installment somehow managed to do just that. There's the old slogan, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but apparently the head honchos at the big end thought the series needed to be reinvented and ended up disappointing a lot of people, resulting in boring game boards and a lack of variety in minigames. And finally, number 11, Super Mario Run. Just before Nintendo hit a major home run with the release of the Switch, they thought they could replicate Pokemon Go's success with additional outings into the mobile market, including Super Mario Run. It's basically just like a classic Mario game, only you can't control where Mario goes, only where he jumps and uses power-ups. And that's it. And there you have it, 11 Mario games that were actually bad. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.